and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, we're currently about 3 months late now on this next restoration. As you know, with things out of our control, but I'm looking forward to getting started on this one. We're going to do the Mobylette AV33, it's a 1953 model, so we'll be doing that shortly. So it's nice to be getting back to it again, so come and see how we get on. Well, as I say, this is a 1953 Mobylette AV33. It has been running. I've seen a video of it before I bought it, and it's been on the road with it, but I certainly want them to go out on the road with it at the moment as it is. So he has put a few extra things on. He did say that the fuel tap was leaking, which is one of these push-pull ones off the tank, but we'll have a little look at that later. Maybe you can sort it out. And he's put a filter in here which is absolutely massive, so I'll be changing that, and these massive great big pipes, we'll be changing that. It also had these well, what do you call them, fiberglass panels. I have had them before and they're actually pretty good, but someone's really made a right old hash of it by painting that with some brown paint, so I'm sure they can be sanded back and maybe filled a little bit here and there. There's a centre one there with this hose tied on with a cable tie, not very nice. So I've had a few things. I haven't really done anything to it. Or before we carry on, this is Jenny's anti-do-a-runner fence, which I built across yesterday, just so that if I get the scooter out the main gate, she can't get out. And if I also do some spraying or powder coating over there, then I can still close the gate so she doesn't get any fumes or powder coat. So I did have a little look at these tyres. The tyres are actually in good condition, but dirty. Now I did go around with some of my degreasant stuff, just roughly, and it has come up all right. So I will be taking the wheels and tyres off, and I can give them a real deep clean. This was quite dirty, the headlamp. I did give this a polish, not all of it, just to see how that came up. So that should polish up nicely. Apparently they're all brand new cables on there, which is great. We're assuming the engine runs because I've seen it running. Another one of these aftermarket fiberglass things on there. So the tank here is quite nice. They've got the Mobylette logo on here. I'll put a picture up in the corner there of a new one. I'm not going to buy a new one. I'm going to try and do the same as the picture. So you have a quick look at the corner there, and so I'm going to give that a go nearer the time once we finish this. So there's that push-pull thing. This is stuck, but as I say, once we got this apart, I should be able to have a look. Everywhere else, just a general sort of surface rust, nothing deep. Takes us all the way around to there, same situation. Well, I think the first easy bit, just to really take that out. The saddle obviously needs cleaning, but a few chips here and there. Maybe I'll better get a replacement saddle, who knows, but that's one a little bit later on. And we'll start by taking the tank off, I suppose. So these are 8mm nuts. So obviously we need another one in there, bear with me. Oh. Okay, that's 8mm. Okay, so there's another one up there, and there is another 2 here somewhere, I did see. So I'll let me get this one off and this 2 here somewhere, and then I'll come back to you. Right, so the tank is now loose. It's got to slide out this way, but of course we've got this in the way of the rack. There was only this which holds the saddle on the stem, and then that bolts through there. They were 13mm nuts, and the nuts down there were 10mm. So we'll concentrate now. There's just a few more bolts here for this rack, and I'll try and get this off. They look a bit more rusted on, but we'll try our best. I'll undo these bolts, take this off, and we should get the tank off. Okay, well that's the mudguard stays out as well, which holds this on. So that should come off nicely now. So that's that done, and now hopefully this will bring the tank out. If we're lucky, pull this through here. Actually, might have to cut that. It's much too thick, this petrol pipe, much too thick. Okay, hopefully it will come through. There we are. Empty, thank God. Alright, so looks like it's had a bit of work there before, but seems to be working. Other than that, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's good. Right, so there was one more bolt to get out down there, and I also had to pull this cable, just cut that off. Maybe I'd put some new wiring in there actually, but I've cut it off there, so we should be able to just take this off now. There we go. And then all this I can break down and clean and later on, so let's put that in there for now. Right, so let's pull that through. Let's get this horrible chain case cover off the other side. It's all a mishmash of screws here. I will order some replacement ones, proper ones, well, from Moped Land, the equivalent to the more expensive ones. Okay, look at this, different types of screws here. Okay, get that on there. Okay, and there's just a little bolt down here. Okay, there we go. That's actually better condition than the other one, but horrible though, paint job. And that should just come out then, so another repair job on that. Right, I think we better work towards getting the back wheel off. God knows if someone's put a bloody wing nut on there, that shouldn't be on there. But we'll go all through this. Now I need to get this chain off first, so let's see. It's always easier said than done these, or you lose them. I don't know if these will work, just to get that started. Let's get that one clip off. There we go. Just use a screwdriver in there, just pull that out. There we are. Okay. And that one. The chain is in fairly good condition compared to the Shimati I had before. There we go. Now we can just take that out. There we are. Right. Good. Right. Okay. I'll take exactly the same. Take the other chain out the other side. That was easier said than done. Trying to get that chain off. There was, I think the clip that goes on it is this side of things. So what I've done, I've released the brake cable from here, pulled that through. This has released that wing nut, but that should be a proper nut on there once we get round to it again. So all I'm going to do now is just hopefully release this and just get the wheel off and leave the chain on until I can get to the other side of it. So let's just see. There we go. This side. There we are. Okay, coming loose. So these should come out now. And that one. There we are. So let's just release this chain now. And hopefully you can get the wheel off. Hopefully. There we are, I think. There we go. Right. Okay, right now, so let me see if I can now get to this clip on the wrong side, I suppose. Well, I've had to give up with the chain. It's the first time I've ever seen that. I've been all the way around it, both sides. There's no link in there, and I thought, well, maybe the clips come off, but no, there's, I tried everything, it's all tight, so I'll have to come back to that. I think what I'm going to do today, we'll carry on, we'll get this off, and we'll get the engine out, and I'll leave the rest of it, then I'll come back and we'll strip the front bit down. Or this going to be a great big long video. I've just loosened off the cotter pin in here, and what I always do really is get the nut up and tap it down, otherwise you're going to strip the thread on there quite easily. This looks like a new cotter pin, so hopefully we shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Let's just give that just a gentle tap now. There we go. And that should come off, hopefully. What have we got? Try this. Let's push it, just tap that through. There we are. Almost. One more. There we go. There we are. One pedal. It's actually not bad condition. Might not have to do it with that, apart from polish, but let's see. Okay, keep that for safekeeping in over there. Somewhere there. Right, so from experience, this should just come off. What's the screwdriver got, the bigger one? There we go. So that comes off. And then we've got circlips in there, so right, bear with me. I think I bought some circlip pliers. Whether they're going to go in that hole, I don't know, but bear with me. It's just a bit too big, but if I can get it started and just get it over the edge there. The trouble is with these, they never seem to ever get circlip pliers the right size. The right size for the hole anyway, just to see it opens it, but then you've got no leverage. Okay, but you don't want to see me fanning around with this, so bear with me a minute. I'll get this off and we can carry on. Well, as I say, I finally got this cotter pin at the circlip out of the way, but this engine was in the way. So what I've done, I've taken off the exhaust now. That was quite straightforward. This is the clamp that holds the engine in place at the bottom, lets it swing, and that was just unbolted. That nut goes into the cylinder head, and so being that is now tilted forward, this will slide off. So there's all the gubbins for that, just for locking the pedal to start the engine, or just to pedal it like a bike. So all seems all right there. There'll be another circlip here, and I can take this barrel bit out in a minute. But that's all nice and smooth, so that's okay. So I'll come back to that one later. There's the carburetor what they call it, cylinder in there to the throttle. I'm going to leave them on there for now. I'm not 100% certain on these, because this is a different carburetor I've had before, and there's the choke cable. Well, actually, I think it's straightforward, that just comes off. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to release the carburetor, put it away, and then I've just got one thing to take out here, which is the decompression lever, and that will take the engine away. So Let me just undo this and we should get the carburetor off. There you go. Nice neat little carburetor. I've never had one with this particular filter either, air filter, so it's quite nice. But so we'll try and see if we can just this just must be the usual setup in here. It's just be the slider in here. There we are. Okay, that's all right. And then it looks like the choke has got, which is different to the others, and that should just come out of there. There we are. There we go, just holds that in there. And there's the enricher choke slider. Better keep that screw for now. Going to lose that. Right, okay, so now just got to release that decompression lever there. I'll just show it to you quickly. There's a decompression lever, so when that releases a little valve in there which releases the compression to cut the engine out or to pedal it to get it to start. So right, it looks new as well. So what I'll do is just get the little nipple off over there, and I think we're ready just to take the engine out. So there we go, this is the main holding bolt. There we go. And then we can knock this one out. And there we go. One little engine out. Take that out as well. That just goes in there. Okay. Well, we've got a little bit ahead today. That's the engine out. And as I say, I've got to sort this chain out. God knows where the clip is to get that off, but we can work on that. Carburetor's off, we can do that later on. So I'm going to leave it here today, and the next week we'll come back and strip the front down, and which hopefully will be down to a frame. We've still got some nice little emblems still on here. This like stop your foot scuffing it with Mobylette on it, and like here. But right, so that'll do. That's the back half done more or less, and the wheel off and the engine out. So next time we'll come back and we'll strip the front, and we'll be down to a frame hopefully. Well, here we are again. Jenny's still sunning herself, relaxing. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this one. I say I'll carry on, do the front part on the next video, and then we're ready to start preparing and sanding and mechanical work and that, whatever needs to be done. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, and please subscribe if you do like the videos. It's very much appreciated. So until the next time, you take care. See you soon. Bye bye.